Hola, I'm Viviana, and this is Migrant Talks. Today, we are starting the first video of the video series, Migrant Talks. Today, we have our first migrant entrepreneur, and we are going to talk about something that probably every single person in the world feels, that is fear. Fear when you are starting a business is normal. Fear when you are migrating is normal. Fear when you are starting a business and you are a migrant is normal. And today, Beatriz is going to talk about that. What was those times that she felt fear in running a business in a foreign country, and how she overcome that. Beatriz is from Colombia. She lives in Victoria, and she is the founder of Novellus Skin Care. Hi, Beatriz.
Hi, Sandra. No, thank you for having me. So I guess to tell you about my business. So I started my business 3 years ago, and it's a skincare range of 5 products. The products have been formulated with plant stem cells and Australian native ingredients, Australian made. And Novellus is pretty much the final product after doing so many changes in my life after my mom got diagnosed and treated for cancer. So we're trying to educate women on skin health and kind of break up the barriers about anti-aging and the concept about beauty. So this is a passion project of mine. I'm not a dermatologist. My background is in hospitality. So since I was a little girl in Colombia, I guess growing up in the 90s, of course, I was very exposed to beauty pageants, and beauty has always been a big part of my life. So I guess that's the passion grew from there, and here I am with my business. So I guess back to the feeling, fear, which is, I think it's a very, very strong feeling. And yes, starting a new business, you have so many challenges and you have kind of the imposter syndrome always talking to you. Am I good enough for this? Will I be able to do this? So the key 3 moments that I have more present is perhaps, first of all, my English. Actually, I've been in Australia for 16 years, and even that I consider my English being in a really good level, still talking to people, I have that kind of fear of they're going to understand me. I'm gonna be clear. I have a very thick accent, so I was like, oh no. And actually, that stopped me for a while to be the face of my brand. I was always trying to find influencers and people to represent my brand. And in the last couple of 3 months, I have done so much work to overcome that fear, be in front of the camera, connecting to customers, and kind of just forget about my accent and just be confident that I can do this. So things that I have done to overcome this fear has been recording myself, listening to myself, and looking at other entrepreneurs, how they do it, and kind of taking those tips and practicing. I have been working with a girl that is helping me with all the social media strategy. And when I was going through just identifying the pillars and creating the content, she actually started talking to me, and she's like, well, I think we need to put your face more in front of the brand. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't think so. And she's like, no, trust me. You're gonna connect, you have that, and people needs to see you, needs to listen to you, the ethics behind the brand and what beauty is for you. So I feel more confident now, I have to say, and I kind of forget. I mean, we as humans, we are always thinking what people is gonna think about us, and I kind of got in a moment like, I'm not gonna think about this anymore. I'm just gonna go and do it. Simple as that.
I know in Colombia, we like our elders, grandparents and stuff. They always said that like if you want to learn to swim, you just have to jump to the water, and I feel like when you are talking, when you are doing businesses, and even if you are in your own country, if you are an entrepreneur, you have to jump at certain point.
Yes.
Like there is nothing going to be perfect. There is not the perfect name. There is not the perfect brand. There is not the perfect situation, product, whatever at the beginning. But if you don't take that first step, then you will always focus in what you don't have, instead of like opening doors and get what you need, you know?
Absolutely. Look, I like to listen to podcasts from women entrepreneurs, but also people in mindfulness and meditation. And I was listening to a podcast and that about a businesswoman that she has her own business, and she was just taking the time to create this website and be everything so perfect. And her husband was like, well, if you're gonna wait until you're ready, the time is gone. You have just to do it. And yes, I kind of that resonated with me. And I'm like, yes, forget about all those things that you put in your mind. Just go and do it. Just go and do it. And anyway, having your own business is such a beautiful journey. You get to learn so much about yourself as well. That's something that I have kind of discovered. Like the more I invest in myself, the more I can give to my business. So it turns into such a personal thing for you. I guess another moment that I have felt fear, especially at the beginning, is because, of course, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a formulator. So when you enter into the beauty space, especially skincare that is so competitive right now, you have all these women that are scientists, that are dermatologists. And the first thing I thought is like, oh my God, I'm just coming with my passion project. Like, okay. And I guess that I kind of hit my confidence. But I remember listening to another podcast of another businesswoman, and she was saying, look, you don't have to know everything. You have an idea and you have kind of the core of the business, because that's you. And then you just work with people that are so experienced in that field. So don't think that you have to be in my case, the dermatologist, the formulator, the influencer, and all those things that I need, or the accountant, the marketing people. And she's like, no. You do your thing. You know what you are good at, and the things that you need. You find the people that is their expertise. So that kind of gave me the confidence in the way that I have worked with a really good team of formulators that have helped me to to create these beautiful products and put all these formulas together. So I'm like, exactly. I mean, when I had the idea, I knew I don't want to create products in the kitchen that doesn't have all the scientific support and that I know are going to perform. So then, exactly, the formulators are there. They have helped me doing that. So kind of understanding that I don't have to be superwoman, because for some reason, women, we create this kind of vision in our brains that we have to know it all. And I guess it comes also from, I think in Colombia, or when I was raised in that way, my mom was businesswoman, mom, she studied, she did so many things at the same time. And it's kind of, she passed that on to us as well, to my sister and me. You have to have a bachelor degree, you have to know how to run the house. You are the leader of your family. It's just all these things. And it's kind of, and I've been working on that. Like, I don't have to be a superwoman, like, it's okay just to ask for help. And if there's in an aspect of my business that perhaps I'm not that experienced, that's fine. Just find the person that is going to help you. So I guess that gave me the confidence. Yeah.
Sorry, I resonate so much with that, because when you are studying, like when you are not in your country, you don't have that circle of support, right? So like For example, if you have kids, you can leave your kids with your mom while you are doing other stuff. But like when you are living abroad, that doesn't happen. Well, maybe you are fortunate enough to have your parents or friends nearby, or even you are you have a good relationship with your parents-in-law, so you can, you know, like put them there. But not always that's going to happen. And my take of what you said is that you really don't need to be successful now. You know, like it's not that you start a business and immediately you are the superwoman with, you know, like in Forbes 500 or whatever. No, you can start step by step, one day at a time. If you don't know something, like it's understandable when you are starting a business that, you know, like you need to do a lot of things yourself. But then like slowly but surely you can start bringing these people that is going to help you, and you don't need to be a specialist in everything, because that's another problem that a lot of entrepreneurs have. They believe that they need to know everything, and no, that's not possible. So
no, I don't know. It's not possible. And I think that puts so much pressure on yourself. And then you get so overwhelmed with everything. And that's when perhaps some people just decided, you know what, that's not for me. That's not for me. It's too much. It requires a lot of time. I'm not good at all these. So I guess it has been a process, you know, all these fears have come in certain stages, and I've been working on each kind of fear and understanding, and of course the connection with other women in business, and listening even to podcasts, of having the time just to talk to them, and then they give you this advice, and they share their story, and then you realize, oh, okay. So let's
I'm not
take
alone.
this pressure out of I'm not alone, first of all. And it's like, okay, I don't need to be superwoman, and I don't need to know everything. So that has been something that has given me more confidence to continue, and especially when I'm presenting my brand to people, to be like, you know, I got this. I certainly got this. There is one that happened recently, and I attended the biggest event that we have participated so far. It was in Sydney. It was like 3 weeks ago. The name was the Green Edit, and it's an event for clean green beauty brands. So, and this event has 3 sessions, and the first one we get to meet buyers and people from the industry, influencers, people from the media. And then the next 2 sessions are just open for the public. So all that week before the event, I was literally working so much in shutting down my imposter syndrome, that little voice that comes to you. And the fear came so many times, like, we're not going to be able to do this, Betty. Oh my God, no, these people on the industry, like, no, we are not ready yet. We are too small. And I had to do so much mental work to just understanding, okay, the fear is here. Well, first of all, I understand what fear it is. Fear comes in our lives because fear just trying to protect us. That's all that fear is doing. So now I understand that. So now when I had these thoughts coming from fear, I was like, no. And I was literally talking to myself, sending these messages like, if this opportunity has come to me, it's because I'm ready. I'm ready to be there. I deserve this space. I deserve to be there. And kind of changing the fear, the emotion of fear into excitement, more like, it's going to be amazing to meet all these people. It's going to be amazing to meet the buyers. It's going to be amazing to meet the customers. And it's kind of, it turned into, I'm so excited. Like when you have a party and you are like, oh my God, I'm going to wear this dress and I'm going to put this makeup and I'm going to do this. It turns into that to me. I turn it into that excitement. So that's how I quiet down the fear. but also with the imposter syndrome was kind of the same. It was like answering as soon as the message came, like, oh no, we are too small or something like that. I was like, no, we're ready to be here. This is the space. This is an opportunity that I wanted so much. And because of COVID, we couldn't do anything, because of course events were all quiet. We couldn't travel. So actually the event was postponed twice.
Oosh.
Yeah, so I was always telling myself, like, no, this is an opportunity that I was waiting for so long, and I'm ready. And of course I'm gonna do well, and focusing also on my straightness. Like, I feel that I connect with people really well, and when I start telling them my story and talking about the brand and the ethos, I found that people in general connect a lot. Like, oh yeah, I like this, and yes, I feel the same way. So I was trying to bring those moments back to my mind when I have had that opportunity in the past, and just reassuring myself, exactly, this is your forte, so you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You have all these. I did a lot of research, of course. We got the list of the people that was coming to the event, so I was able to just do a little bit of research about them. And I make a short list of the people that I wanted to talk, because time was so limited. And then after that week, when I have the time to talk to someone else, I realized that for the first time in my life, I kind of spent the entire week manifesting, literally. Just picturing these situations in my head, and so many good situations happened on that moment. And I remember my partner was with me, and I remember turning to him and said, this is something that I wanted to happen, and it has just happened. And for the first time, I was like, wow, when you get to put your mind with your heart working together, is just amazing. It's just amazing, the thing that comes to you.
A lot of people, they chase like that purpose of life, right? And yes, I could be, if you study, I don't know, finances, but if you really enjoy and had that energy and that excitement and that feeling that you want to do, cooking, yeah, then you are going to be great at cooking, because it's something that you wake up and you are already like thinking, oh, what I'm going to do today. And like you almost can feel it, taste it, smell it. It's like it's in your bones, it's in your blood, it's everywhere. And that kind of excitement, doesn't matter that you are an expert, that you didn't study in the most prestigious culinary schools in France or whatever. People connect with that energy. And when you are in that, in that level, your mind works wonders for what you want to do. And it's exactly the same, like those emotions are energy, and that energy attracts. So like, for example, when you are sad, you tend to have everything sad. So music is sad, the day is very sad, and people call you to tell you sad stuff. So like you tend to attract that. When you are happy and when you are in your jam, that kind of things happen. Like you are so excited talking about your business and all of that stuff, and then suddenly someone comes and tells you something that you didn't know, but it's going to help you in the future, and you're like, yeah, that's right. And like that synergy. So like, absolutely great. And it's really nice to hear like these kind of conversations, because when you are studying, you feel alone. You feel like you are the only person living those struggles and everything, and that you have fear. Like, I'm doing a program this year. It's a beautiful program, and my word for this year, like the word that is going to, I don't know, make the difference of this year, is be brave. Because like I have fears as well. Like doing this stuff and putting myself in front of a camera, like that's not my thing. Like I prefer to do podcasts, I prefer to talk with people one-on-one, whatever. But making videos, oh my God. Like it's not an experience for everyone. But when you see those benefits, when you see that excitement, it's amazing, because you are not seeing the result, you are seeing the process and how you grow and you learn from that. So it's amazing.
Yes, I think I agree with you. When you talk to someone and it's the passion that is talking, that comes to you, and you feel happy and you want to listen and you connect, and it's kind of, you feel the need of, oh, you know what, yeah, this is so good, I love this energy, I want to do something as well. Or what you were saying, not feeling alone. When I was in this event and I had the opportunity to speak to other founders, and it was just so reassuring, like I'm not alone. There was other businesses that were small like me, and it was just so nice. It was feeling, I was in a bubble. I came to Melbourne and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like every experience that I had in that event. So yeah, no, I agree with you. And I guess sometimes we also set certain expectations in our head, and that creates more frustration for us, because as you said, I think we have a vision, or I don't know, I had a vision like, oh yes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then all these fears starting coming in. I'm like, oh my God, okay. But then I started, okay, maybe let's lower the expectation. Let's take step by step. Maybe let's don't think about how the brand is going to be in 10 years, because if I'm going to have those thoughts right now, like kind of that kind of expectation now, and I'm going to see other women that have been 10 years in the industry, well, of course, I'm going to get the frustration. And that's what normally happened. I was frustrated. I'm like, oh no, but we can do this, we can do that. Oh, we don't have the money, blah, blah. But then I kind of understood, like, no, hold on a minute, Betty. Just take it step by step. You are kind of a baby, okay? So yes, you have a vision in the 10 years, but just have that right there. But let's focus on the now. And what can you do with the resources that you have? Let's be creative with what you have now, because slowly that will take you there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, for example, when I was little, and for example, the fact that I mean, it was a dream when I was like 5-6 years old. I dreamed, well, yeah, it was kind of a dream that, or I wanted to have the experience to live abroad for 5 years only. It turns into 16. But yeah, I always wanted to have that experience. And look, that dream that I have at such a young age got me here. So it's one of those things. I sometimes I go back to my childhood and I think, man, this little girl dream. This little girl dream. But those are the dreams that have taken me to where I am right now. And right now I'm thinking of more dreams that she had. And now it's like, okay, let's doing this. And you were talking about purpose in life, and that's something that, I don't know, people talk about what's your purpose and the stuff. Recently, for me, with a lot of work that I've been doing, I mean, and the other day I was talking to a friend, and she's like, what is your purpose now? And I'm like, well, actually, my purpose is to make my inner child's dreams come true. That is what is gonna bring me happiness. The passion for beauty comes from her. The fact that I'm living in another country comes from her. There's so many things. I think she pictured even how I wanted to look at this age. So I guess when we connect with our inner child, that's the passion, that's the joy. When we connect with the things that we used to like when we were little, it turns out that, we find things like, I really like this. And then sometimes that is what it turns into our own business. So yeah, that's kind of the purpose now for me. And I think it will change. Actually, I don't think we should have like, oh, my purpose in life is this, because the more
It
years
evolves.
it evolves, absolutely evolves. We learn, we change. Well, I guess hopefully the idea for everyone is to become better, and then the purpose change with it, and which is fantastic. I think it's really good not to be fixated onto one thing. And I think when I do this kind of processes within myself, those things translate into my business. And I come up with a more creative ideas. For example, I was someone that I never considered myself creative, because for me the concept of creative was art and singing and acting. And I was like, well, I can sing, I love dancing, but I sing in the shower. So I'm not creative, I'm not a designer or all that stuff. Through Novellus, I found I'm actually a creative person in a different way, and we all are. We all are. So yeah, no, having your own business is such a beautiful journey. Is sometimes lonely, not easy, especially having a pandemic when it hits you in such an early stage. But look, you know what? I always said, even now with the pandemic, that it actually affected us. It felt like I'm kind of starting again. However, I'm starting with more knowledge. So it's good. It's good. It's good. So yeah.
Like the saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Oh, absolutely. 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 At the beginning was like, when everything happened, we have really good opportunities happening for us. Even in the biggest opportunity was in New York. We got an opportunity to stock products there, blah, blah, blah. The products just arrived. And that was the week after was when New York completely shut down. And in that moment, I think I couldn't understand how big it was, the whole pandemic. And then I was like, no. I mean, it's not going to be that bad. Like, it's going to be not that bad. Unfortunately, the business in New York couldn't survive. They closed. And then on the second year, when we were in lockdowns again, Sydney went in lockdown, and that hit us really badly. But then now that borders are opening and it's kind of, we're going back to the new normal or whatever, this is it. Is feeling to me is more like, you know what, here I come. Because during these 2 years, I had the time to do so much work that now I feel like, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to face this fear. I'm ready to do this challenge, to overcome this challenge. And so yeah, it feels completely different. It feels completely different.
Oh, well, Beatriz, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being today here, for telling us your stories. Like, they are amazing. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that are going to watch this are going to feel like they are not alone, because what you described today, I felt it, and I have talked with other people that they kind of describe the same feelings. So thank you so much for your time. These videos are meant to be shorter, so like it will be amazing to have like a whole 2 hours talking because there is so many stuff that you can talk and that you can explore and everything. But to close the videos, I would like you to tell me like just one idea or advice that you could give to like other people, other migrant entrepreneurs, and to let us know how to connect if we are interested in your products or in knowing more about your business.
Sure. I guess my advice to entrepreneurs will be invest in yourself, because by investing in yourself, you're gonna be a better version of yourself, and you're gonna be able to offer more to your business. So seeing your business as part of you. So yeah, that will be my advice. And my products, well, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us also on our, well, we have our online shop, www.novellusskincare.com. You can find us on Made by Many Hands, which is the marketplace from migrant women in business. And we have also our page on Facebook. And yes, well, I will love for anyone who is interested in trying my products. We have actually the option for people to get 2 minis through the website and just try it out for 3 weeks and then hopefully come back because they're happy with the results that Novellus have made on their skin. So yeah, no, thank you so much, Sandra. I really enjoyed having this conversation with you. Thank you for allowing me to share my experience. And yeah, no, all the best with this project. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.